Hello, everyone, and welcome to round three of our weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts. And yeah, everyone has left. Well, there's not much players in the shop. Actually, the last two positions have left. Where is Cass? I wonder where is Cass. But yeah, quiet night at the shop today. But we still have the opportunity to watch Matthew Lai on the left and John Paul Po on the right. I guess two of my favorite players. John Paul Po, I think he is running blue red. What's it called? Arclight Phoenix, and Matthew is running green black mid range. I think Matthew is gonna be having a hard time in this matchup. John Popo just his deck is so unfair, right? Like Matthew is casting, one spell a turn. John Popo is casting, three cantrips, gets back a free Arclight Phoenix, fires off free spells for cost reduction. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, Manamorphose into Metamorphose into a Faithless Looting into Fire. What's that? Fiery Temper. That's a turn 2. Yeah, looks like his hand is mostly set up. Takes a scry. Looks like he leaves it on top. Matthew with a relatively powerful hand, but I don't think Liliana is the card that you really want in this matchup. Starts off with a Serum Visions. Now gets to sculpt the top of his deck. I'm going to leave both cards on top. I think he leaves a land on top, which is probably going to draw next turn with the Faithless Looting. Hi, Cass.
What's up?
Yeah. This is what we call, the
my
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone?
Yeah. Because
Why?
it's like round 3. And we all want to go home, but we're taking it home.
Yeah, man. We gotta finish what you start.
Chill out, relax.
Yeah, this matchup will either end really quickly or a moderate amount of time.
Oh, the moderate amount of time, but it's not going to go to time.
It won't go to time.
It won't go to time. Yeah, I was saying like I think John Popo has quite the upper hand here. Matthew's gonna find it a little bit difficult to deal with John Popo's deck pre-sideboard.
Yeah.
But I think post-sideboard this should not be an issue.
Yeah, post sideboard is much easier because you got the graveyard hit for recurring threats.
Yep.
Whereas game 1, you're like, you 1 for 1, then he brings back his Phoenix, and you're like, oh, feels
like,
kind of bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Bob here makes an appearance. Lightning Bolt does get rid of that.
Yeah, I mean, you always gotta kill Bob.
Yeah.
Bob is I think that may be the Bob's Island, Matthew. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. It feels bad.
Haurian, man. Haurian.
Haurian.
I don't know. Yeah, Bobs are pretty expensive.
Yeah, they didn't reprint them, and I think they have been. I mean, they haven't really
MM17 lah. MM17 still okay.
They didn't reprint it in MM17. They reprinted in 15. I think 15.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while. It's just that I think
Bob some love.
Yeah, I think just that Jund and Abzan hasn't been so favored recently. So like, I mean, even though Dark Confidence are expensive, they're nowhere near like the $80-ish they used to be individually.
I don't know. I think it was more like 90 to $100, right? Like
And the scary part is next set they're gonna print Lavinia and more humans, and Dark Confidant is a human.
Yeah.
So
I
don't know what he's thinking of the humans prints, but yeah, it's just getting scarier and scarier. Every time you think of human prints, it's just
man, Lavinia is like badass. I love the art. I love the like I told you so. You screwed up.
Yeah,
you screwed up,
that's
Jace.
a flavor text, right?
Yeah. That's a flavor text for like the normal cards. Like, yeah, it's like I told you so, and now she's on the run.
But I think it's kind of a bang told you so, because like in the context of the told you so, it's like, hey man, I told you not to go and fight some interdimensional dragon, and now the guilds are Like screwed. Then you're like thinking, am I more worried about a small guild or one universe, or
Like
am I scared about this
9.
interdimensional dragon bad guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, you'd be more worried and pressed to deal with the interdimensional dragon band guy, right? I think.
Oh man, if he if Jumbo he makes Jumbo like discard the fiery temper, that feels so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, JPP here just not finding the
Yeah.
cards that he wants.
A flashback the Fail's Looting. Try to get some cantrips into his hand. Or more phoenixes to dump. Hopefully he draws more
Oh gosh, that's pretty bad. Those are pretty bad cards
Yeah.
to draw. Discards 2 lands and not the fiery temper, which is he's keeping that for a future use.
I think that he doesn't need to throw the mana cost because like Matthew's life is 18.
Yeah.
He has no
It's
the
no
fire
re-
tempers can use to kill another bob or relevant threat, so he
Mhm.
doesn't need to throw it.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
like a Tireless
this,
Tracker without
Tireless
the
Tracker, yeah.
+1/+1. This card is ridiculous though. This card is
Man, I hate Tireless Tracker. have always hated
like
Tireless Tracker.
like with a burning passion, like a fire,
with a fiery temper.
fiery temper.
Oh, is that a Faithless Looting? That's an awesome draw.
Yeah, though I do think that Tireless Tracker is a relatively balanced card. I don't.
Yeah,
think
okay.
It's balanced, but it is really annoying.
Yeah, it's not broke.
Yeah,
I think that's what I was trying to go for, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not broke,
but it's
enough,
powerful.
but somehow it's powerful. So yeah, before Matthew's turn, of course, it has to go away. Bye. But I think a Liliana is a follow up, which will be great. Hello.
Yeah, this is rough.
Yep. Woof woof.
No, as in rough, as in
Ah.
like sandpaper rough. Yeah, I think you can afford to discard the trophy in the hand.
I think you can discard the fatal push.
I'll keep push because everything in JPP's deck dies to push. But if you keep the trophy and you kill a threat, you give him a land. Whereas like the fatal
Yeah.
push,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, fatal
True.
push won't give him a land.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think JPP is looking in quite bad shape. He's running a bit unlucky.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. Like, look at that. That's 10 cards. That's the top.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
Wanna try?
usually like the Yu-Gi-Oh moment, right? This is like the belief in the heart of the cards, bro. Maybe we'll get there with the power of friendship.
No, looks like he didn't. Monomorphose into Monomorphose into Monomorphose into Faithless Looting. Like draw two
Two phoenixes.
Phoenixes and just dump the 2 Phoenixes, right?
Yeah,
Is that Chart of Course?
looks like it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Charco's really good card. Oh, this is Faceless Looting. Is that not Faceless Looting?
No, that's a lightning bolt. Okay, so the top card is the lightning bolt, but I don't know what the other 2 cards are.
Yeah.
He has to discard 1. I like that the idea, like Chart of Course, but like there are other cards that allow you to draw and discard, right?
I think the ones that are already playing are quite efficient, which is like looting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think Charco's is probably like in modern the next most efficient draw discard.
It's like still you get to draw a card.
Yeah.
Right. It's a net gain 1 card.
And I think most of the time for decks like these, they want the discard effect as well to enable some more like graveyard engine like this deck or like any other deck that has madness or like a graveyard interaction kind of deck. But yeah, Matthew with that treetop village awkwardly staring down his fatal push in his hand
Alright, so Monomorphose
into is it charm?
is that charm? Draw 2. Wow, he has drawn so much of his deck and he still can't find.
A thing in the eyes
can't-
or
yeah.
like a phoenix. I think he plays Rhythm Reveler, so that's like top 20 cards is like 0 of the 12 threats they play.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty bad luck.
Pretty bad running. Not gonna be able to discard cards. Oh wow, Mission Briefing. Mission Briefing is a cool card. Let's
Yeah.
bring it up. Mission Briefing.
Double stamp caster without legs. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Actually, I like Mission Briefing a lot. I'm surprised like it's not being used more, like being abused more. I think this is this is probably the shell that you abuse it, right? Because like you mentioned, it's Snapcaster without legs.
Yeah.
The best part about it is that it doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
Like it's instant. It's it's an instant
You
spell.
I mean, I think the reason why, and it ideally is so crazy in this deck, is that you could Morphos, get double blue,
Mm-hmm.
then you could cast Mission Briefing
And then you Morphos again.
and Morphos, but then actually you're going like 6 cards deep because you Surveil 2, you draw a card. No, you
No,
draw a
you're
card
four
off the
cards
Morphos.
in, you're four
You
cards
draw
in.
a card from the first Morphos, you Surveil 2,
and then you
and then
draw
you-
another card from the Morphos.
you draw
again.
another card, and with the briefing, it's just,
But that takes
yeah.
that takes 4 mana. Like you
no, but
you
the,
want to
the,
be like
but the Morphos gives you back that mana for free, right?
correct.
Yeah.
So it still takes you 4 mana because like you 2 mana to cast the Morphos the first time, 2 mana to
Yeah.
cast the Morphos the second time.
So
But
it's-
that will get you back your
Yeah.
Phoenix.
And that gives you a bunch of draw cards. It gets you much deeper into your deck,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you like opportunities to go like Faithless Looting in your graveyard for like a next turn like flashback if you're on three lands or more.
Better 4-card combo or better 3-card combo and 3 mana would be like Morphos into Mission Briefing into Faithless Looting.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
then it'll be like, draw two Phoenixes, discard 2 Phoenixes, bang, hit you for 6, son.
that's some
That's like magical Christmas land.
I mean, Christmas just passed, man. Like, if it was gonna happen, it would have
It
happened.
will happen,
yesterday.
yeah.
But no, it is not.
Christmas miracle.
It
Yeah,
is-
John Popo is just staring down the.
This
That's
aircon
okay.
is just the absolute worst.
Dude, I pushed up the fins, man.
We're like in an article in this aircon room, man. It's like, jeez.
You have not been here in a long time, have you?
No, I off the aircon most of the time. It's just that you're not used to bracing this cold, man. It's like winter is coming.
Winter is here.
Yeah.
Winter is this aircon.
Wait, is it Kalita's main board?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
It is.
That's kind of interesting.
So discards a card. I think John Popo is like done here.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to like ultimate.
I think he's trying to see what he's playing, and then has a he like
Huh?
he's getting more information like deck count, right?
Ah, okay,
So you might discard a Liliana from 10. You might figure out he plays 2 or 3 Lilianas. Though I think the chances are really slim, but there is a possibility. Now it's just gonna like give you like half your things.
No, it gets exiled.
Oh,
He gets a
yeah, and a 2/2. Man, I remember all those judge calls in BFZ and stuff like that. If my creature dies, do I get a 2/2 zombie?
What happens if this one dies and then the
Yes.
come on guys, read the card.
It's a replacement effect.
So beats him for 6 points of damage.
Kalita's so ridiculous though. It
Yeah,
really is.
it's a good card.
Yeah.
You see, Kalitas is like broken level type card.
Yeah.
If it
man.
weren't costed at 4, right? Like
If it was 3, I think it'd be banned.
if
it
it were
might be
3, if it were 3 and it was like a 1/2, it would be banned. 100%.
Yeah.
It can't be a 3/4.
In
for sure.
fact, if it was like 2 mana 0/1, I think that's still a slight
too
chance.
good.
I
That's too
think there's a
good.
slight chance it still get banned.
It's too good.
Yeah.
Like, if you lower the stats, like being a 3/4 life linker, at 4 mana, I think almost hits the vanilla curve, right?
Yeah.
Having the ability where you kill opponent's creatures
To
and they
exile
get
it.
exiled.
And then you get a 2/2.
And then you get a 2/2, and then you can grow Kalitas. Instant speed. You can like get rid of your own zombies, and then grow Kalitas. Gross.
It's crazy. I mean, like, sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, this aircon, I'm shivering. Sometimes you'll go through like the old collections we find at the shop, and then like all the stuff in the back room, and then we'll look at the old cards and like, wow, this is really bad.
This
and then
is-
you realize these are the cards that you used to think like these are actually pretty okay.
It's like Verdant Force. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Then
man.
you look at Kalitas,
Main
4
force
mana,
of nature.
3/4 lifelink, exile, give you 2/2, can grow instant speed. In 3 mana, if I'm not wrong, it's a 3 mana activation to sacrifice the zombie
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
it
yeah.
give +2/+2
Plus two,
by the
plus two,
way.
yeah. It's not
Like-
like, this gets like +1/+1 counter, or just like gains indestructible for this turn.
Yeah,
or something.
man,
It's
these like some of these creatures are just like absolutely bonkers, right?
No, even the bad creatures, dude, like artifact, the artifact guy, the
Which artifact?
2 mana, The one from Kaladesh or either Revolt, 2 mana, 3/1, and then you can sacrifice an artifact, gains indestructible, +1/+1 counter.
Oh, sounds really familiar.
Yeah, I can't remember what the card's
Yeah.
name is.
All I know is the power level of cards is just absolutely like it's skyrocketed. It's just like what 5 mana 6/6. Even that sounds like too lousy now. It needs to be like a 5 mana like 7/7 for it to be even remotely considered to be good. That's the stage of Magic we're in right now, right?
Oh, man, but like you have to you have to see like last time spells were like awesome.
Maybe your spells
were
was so much better.
1 mana draw 3 cards, like that
Yeah.
was obviously 1 mana draw 3 cards and put 2 cards back. Yes, still you're not doing it right, Watsy.
Yeah, so there's never like a good balance and I mean you think about the old like vintage and like legacy days back in 9.3 and 9.4, the mechanics were so unforgiving. I think that's the real issue. That's why like the creatures just skyrocketed, right? Because you had like such intricate mechanics like damage on the stack.
Damage
you
on the stack.
You had like mana burn and you had ways to like interact
when
with
you-
your
yeah.
opponent so many ways.
And I think when you got rid of that, it's like, okay, so now we can make the creatures
More powerful.
like more powerful
Yeah.
because there isn't this interaction anymore. Like Mock
Yeah.
Fanatic, man, that card used to be like awesome.
Yeah,
1 mana I can trade with 2/2.
Yeah,
Like-
it was crazy. Like with the damage on the stack, you sack it, and it's
Oh,
like,
bro.
what? This don't make no sense. if it's
But I damaged it.
yeah, if he's not there anymore, what does he still do damage to my guy, man? What's going on, man? Yeah, I used to be super confused when I was young playing Magic because of like damage on the stack and then like all the different nuances of Magic. But I think that's what was one of the primary factors for driving Magic to be so popular
Yeah,
at that point of time.
well, also given that it's probably like the only other game or the only other card game with like really good mechanics, right?
Yeah.
Like I played a lot of card games when I
Really?
was a kid. You play like Star Wars?
No, man, I think
Did you play like Battlefield?
no,
Battletech, sorry, Battletech.
I think the only card games I played when I was young was like Pokemon, and then
oh yeah,
Magic,
Pokemon 2.
and like maybe the first generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the rules were like
Simple.
not explicitly stated. So when you play a bit of Magic and you read a card and you think it does something and then it doesn't do that thing, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Was really strange. I think there was a particular card. So I think I tried Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was primary 6, which is 12 years old. So there's a card that says, I think it's called like Monster Reborn or something. So you can put like a card from the grave, like a monster card from the graveyard into play. So I read it. It doesn't say your graveyard or opponent's graveyard. So
So
it
you're
was
just like, okay, I want to take your creature.
yeah, and then I'll just take your creature and it's like, what? That
No,
don't seem right. Then-
that's not right.
So I was like, okay, now then the next part
Now I
was-
need to reverse this.
Yeah.
Oh, the only creature in my graveyard is like this dark elf thing, which
Yeah.
is like 100 points.
and then so I remember, okay, I mean being 12 years old and not everybody reading the rules, I think at one point of time I was doing the bazaar back that like strategy. So you would keep 7, I think it was a maximum hand size hand, not play anything, draw
5,
a card,
yeah.
then
And
go to
then
this
discard,
card,
yeah.
this card, then next turn like Monster Reborn, like some crazy thing. Because there's like no restrictions or like no specific rulings. And I was like, so I started beating a bunch of people using a strategy. I was like thinking to myself, this
That can't be right.
don't seem like the right way to play, but this seems like what the card says it's supposed to do. So after some point, I thought the game was quite ridiculous, and then I just stopped playing it. Yeah, I think I still have the metal tin of like random nonsense cards.
Yeah,
somewhere.
they might actually be.
Nah, I think I didn't
like-
keep them properly. It's like probably like
Oh,
like
crap,
like play on the floor, no sleeves kind of thing.
dude.
Hey man, you're a kid, you didn't know that this game was gonna last till like primary 2 or the
That's
next
true.
year.
That's true. That's why like a lot of the alpha beta unlimited cards.
Yeah, so badly
Uh,
damaged.
Maybe not the alpha beta unlimited because that was very rare to find in Singapore, right?
But the revised stuff.
Man, they are badly
Yeah.
damaged. I have a whole, I have two boxes, two shoe boxes worth of I have a lot of shoe boxes worth of old cards
Uh-huh.
that people have graciously donated to me,
Okay.
thinking Mick plays Magic. Let's dump the cards on him. Yeah, they're worthless. and they're all like trashed.
Just because they're old don't mean they're worth money.
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. I was like, yeah, Mick will appreciate this. And like, no,
And
Mick
you're just giving me
doesn't.
more junk
Yeah.
that I have to sift through to make sure it is junk.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should go and I should dump
Yeah.
the cards here
No, God, no. Then we gotta sort them. Like, what? Why would you do this to us, man?
because I have the cards.
So we're gonna game 2. I think John Popo gonna go for Mulligan and Matthew's gonna keep his 7.
Yeah, well, Matthew, you know, if he's got any number of surgical extractions in hand,
Yeah.
I think he's got this game covered, right? Like John Popo, you know, his plan of attack is not that great, especially against like Matthew's sideboard plan.
I mean,
but-
you could play Amulet of Safekeeping. That's one way to,
yeah,
to
okay.
beat it.
Yeah, but John Popo, I mean, like John Popo can go off on like turn 2.
Yeah.
Right. Turn 2 you go Manamorpho, like turn 1 you go Faithless Looting.
Mm.
Turn 2 is like Manamorpho's Faithless Looting into Fiery Temper.
But
And
those are
bang.
like the Christmas land hands, man.
I know, but it
Yeah,
happens,
it does,
dude.
It does, it does.
It happens.
I agree. But I do think that, you know, I think the card they should really consider playing is like playing a couple of Teamer Battle Rates just for the lows.
What?
Yeah, because you saw the standard, the Pro Tour, right? Unfortunately, the match that Jin Hao lost to Yuya, one of the games in between the rounds, where he just like Phoenix and then did a bunch of stuff and then killed Jin Hao for like 18.
Yeah.
So we need the modern equivalent of that. So we need like a Teemo Battle Rage or something of that sort and make this deck like absolutely bonkers, like just unbelievably dumb.
That's a bad card to include. But I do
No.
like the whole idea of like drop the Drake and then
Yeah,
put on like +1/+1 haste.
the
and all that shit,
maximize velocity.
Maximize velocity.
Maximize velocity is
It's dumb.
it is badly designed.
Yeah.
Clearly, this should not have been 1 mana. Something was wrong when they decided this would be a 1 mana card.
And they made the 3 mana deal 2 damage card. Was that Direct Current or something like that, right?
I think Direct Current, Beacon
Direct
Bolt or
Voltage.
something.
No, Beacon Bolt is the other one. The one that deals damage to creatures.
Yeah. I think I remember that card.
Direct Current?
I
Direct
think so.
Voltage, whatever.
It has the Aftermath thing as well, right?
Yeah.
card
The
is
Jumpstart.
Yeah, Jumpstart, sorry.
You could have made that 2 mana and 2 damage, right? You
But-
do not have to make that 3 freaking mana. Like
no.
double red, that would be fine. Like double red and and 1 generic is like too much. So
Yeah, then they give you like a 1 mana, give +1/+1 haste, and then you can recur it from your graveyard. Yes, that's a good idea. With all
Okay.
the Flying Phoenix with X powers.
So this is where we see
So
John Popo like
if only we had like a soundboard, then we could play like the the epic sex here, the do 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 do.
What?
Do you know the song like they always play and like,
holy smokes, dude!
oh my god,
What did I say?
Yeah.
What did I say? Only missing the Fiery Temper.
Yeah, but it's still an insane start for turn 2 with the, and it's well thankfully it's balanced. There's only 1 Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
and Matthew did not have a surgical extraction in his hand.
Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the hand that you should have kept, right?
Yeah, so I think that once again, this is a lot of the problems of playing Magic is that people keep what they feel is a relatively okay hand,
What?
but actually the hand isn't like sufficient enough to like
To
beat, and
that's one of the that's one of the downfalls. Like you have to
Yeah.
think about, like, okay,
is this
can
really
I
enough for the matchup?
can I win this game with this? Looks like, you know, Matthew has part of that covered, right? Like he's got the
Damping Sphere,
Dampling Sphere. He's also got
Brutality. He has a Fatal Push. I can't recognize those green cards. So he has 2 Fatal Push, 1
Scavenging Oozes.
Brutality. Yeah.
So I think he can go like Scavenging Ooze, like eat up the Faithless Looting first.
Yeah.
That's
Though-
for sure.
Though I think it's really, really slow because now he's on the clock, and the ooze will prevent him from getting from future phoenixes, but it kind of defeats the purpose of having damping sphere because then John Popo will not drop a phoenix in the graveyard unless he's very sure that he can recur it for like
Right.
yeah
Like
so-
right then, right?
yeah.
No, but by then it's too late
yeah
because
exactly
you know you eat the Scavenging Ooze. It's more of a deterrent rather than an answer.
yeah,
right?
like a solution. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about damping sphere
Damping Sphere is interesting. Like the
Mm.
approach here is that you're basically fighting against a storm deck, right? It's quote unquote, it's a storm deck.
I feel that it may not be a storm deck because they only they get maximum value. They get like multiple phoenixes, but given if you play that strategy and you keep a hand that plays long, you end up you're gonna end up getting punished because then they can cast those multiple spells anyway, and they'll get their phoenixes back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if I like this plan. Like if like Matthew had like
Oh
ley
man,
lines.
come on! You can eat the Faithless Looting. You know you can eat any card. Come on.
Maybe you're skipping mana for like a fatal push because it was.
But what would die?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was hoping that.
I mean, okay, so you eat up, like you get to eat up the Faithless Looting.
Yeah, maybe the plan was. But even so, it's wrong because if you're hoping the John Popo bolts your ooze and then you revolt to kill the phoenix,
He's
if
gonna get
you
rid-
if you're gonna do it, you still eat something, right? Or you fatal. I mean, you eat something if that wasn't the case, and then the turn would be yours.
All right. Okay, so he goes instead for a
Collective brutality.
collective brutality. I probably would escalate to all three modes.
Actually,
maybe.
yeah, I guess he wants to keep the removals in his hand. I guess
Wow.
Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce.
that's bad.
And yeah, and Matthew here looks like he's a little bit caught.
Yeah, I think that's really bad.
Oh,
Faithless
Fiery Temper,
looting,
yeah.
faithless
No,
looting,
that's
Fiery
a
Tempers,
Fiery Temper, yeah. So he can be like Fiery Temper you this turn, Bolt next turn.
Yeah, but he needs to draw the bolt. That's the thing. Oh, what's going on?
So Bolt the Scavenging Ooze. Okay, so gets rid of the Scavenging Ooze finally.
Okay,
That
yeah.
should have happened last turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he was expecting, it, but I think John Popo played that. I mean, he didn't make a mistake there because if he had waited to bolt and then he would have given an opportunity for Matthew to revolt and use a fatal push to kill the phoenix.
That's true.
Yeah, so at least he didn't make that mistake.
No, I
with that.
would have bolted the face.
Bolted
right.
the face.
Yeah.
I
I would have bolted
yeah,
the face.
I
right?
guess.
Like this turn, what you're doing is to Fiery Temper the face.
Fiery Temper the face.
And after that you win.
Yeah, I guess maybe John Popo felt that he wanted to play like the safe and longer route.
Yeah, but it's a bit
Yeah.
dangerous to like.
You're giving
play
your
against, like,
opponent chances
Matthew,
to draw cards into outs
Mm.
when he has like you've seen like the Kalitas, you assume there's some amount more graveyard hit like now with Scavenging Ooze. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, the Fiery Temper should have gone to the face last turn. Come on.
Maybe I think John Popo was just playing really conservatively when I'm not sure what he's playing around. Maybe he's waiting for like a response. Like if Matthew goes like kitchen swings to have enough ammo to respond to the kitchen swings.
Okay.
Something like that. That would be the only like situation, right? To play that conservatively, I think.
Yeah, he could have at least played a Seven Visions this turn to set up the draw for next turn. Because like
Yeah.
he's gonna win, right? Like
Yeah.
he just needs to wait for Matthew's answer.
Oh, that's bad. So now he has the Kalitas, he has Fatal Push and his Seal of Ruins, but he might not have enough time to do all three in sequence to get the Kalitas and Fatal Push Revolt.
So float that mana.
Oh, there's two Phoenixes right at the bottom of the deck.
That's far away.
Yeah.
Pretty far. So yeah, I don't know. I think John Popo here missed a really big opportunity to close this game. There we go. So Fatal Push,
Feels bad, man. 2 mana Fatal Push. Feels
and
bad.
then he's gonna eat up the
Phoenix.
Phoenix, right? Unless there's a counter spell. Okay, so
so he
in response, this is way too conservative. Like I don't like this at all.
I think he lowered his chance of winning by playing in a sequence. Yeah. But I think he has to commit to this plan now because of the way the previous turns were played.
Yeah. Also that Fatal Push costs 2 mana.
Yeah, he tapped
Somebody
2.
got
Yeah,
outside.
it's
No, he
correct.
didn't. He
So-
tapped 2 for the
Yeah.
This thing,
Okay, let
right?
me
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
mana
Can
now.
you? The Fatal Push costs 2 mana instead.
Matthew, you need to tap one more. The fatal push costs 2 mana. His fatal push costs 1 more mana, so you need to tap one more.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Sorry, my bad, Cass.
Testing.
My bad, Cass. My bad.
I forgot there was
You also, right? Yeah.
Yeah, look at a few of ruins. I thought it was
It's like, yeah, that's a spell. Sorry, Cass. My bad.
It's okay. Everybody had a long day of work. Everybody, it's little mistakes.
Alright, so Arclight Phoenix goes down, and John Popo here actually has, if he's got like 3 cantrips, so he drew the land. That's great. So he needs to set up like 3 cantrips for the land
you
to
set
work.
up 3 cantrips with dampings? Yeah, that's really bad.
Oh,
that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
Sorry,
You do
I forget that sometimes there's talented plays and talented cards. That being one of them.
Draws and then sets up the next 2
Oh
cards.
my
I
God.
believe there is
Is it a Morphos?
Yeah, that's a Morphos. No, that goes to the bottom. That goes straight to the bottom.
No, but he needs to cast 3 spells, right? So he casted 2.
So
Morphos
the
to
last-
set him up for 4, right?
No, but he's not drawing this turn.
Yeah,
so
he's
the
not drawing
last
this
spell
turn.
is already in his hand, which is
Yeah.
a Faithless Looting. So now he needs to just put another Arclight Phoenix into the
I'll
graveyard.
find a bolt.
Or
Sting in the eyes and lightning axe.
yeah,
Too bad you can't lightning axe your opponent's face.
in response, right?
Yeah, that'd
Right.
be crazy.
So you get Phoenix back. Phoenix swings for 3, and now Matthew's back down to
Lightning bolt range.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, that's rough.
I would have kept
Um,
though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a 1-1 game. I think that was well played by John Popo. I mean, it could have been played better.
There were a few decisions, right, that John Popo had to should have made in order to like secure the win.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
a bit earlier on.
Playing too conservatively can come back and bite you because
Hey, you should know about that.
Yeah, man. I'm a worrywart. I'm a natural worrywart. Outside of Magic and in life, I'm a worrywart. I worry about everything.
I think no, even in Magic, like I think when you were running the blue-white control deck,
Yeah.
like you play way too conservatively.
Yeah. There's So I like to play decks that
They're reactive.
they're reactive and gives me like space to worry about things because I'm just that kind of player. I'm not like I don't have like the devil sitting on my shoulder. It's like just do it, just do it. It's like the Star Wars meme that just do it. You know, I'm not that kind of guy.
I love players who like new modern players, especially
Yeah.
during that period of time where the what's that Kikijiki the no sorry
The
Splinter
Splinter
Twins,
Twin?
yeah, Splinter Twin was not banned, right? Because they'll be like just balls to the wall, right? They don't know fear at all.
Yeah.
They don't know consequence. It's like, yeah, turn 3 end step,
Yeah.
flash in
Yeah.
Pestamite.
It's like you have it, bro. I have it. Yeah.
Flash in Pestamite to 3 open mana, by
Yeah.
the way.
It's just like there's no card in my mind that can be this, so I cast it.
I cast it, I tap down one of your lands, which, that's irrelevant, but you still
Yeah.
got like 2 open mana. Then I just cast Splinter Twin. I win,
Like,
and
yeah.
you win, and you
Yeah.
win. You know?
One thing, I mean, yeah, I'm just not the kind of player. Like, even though I've played, like, I would say I've played plenty of all the different kind of archetypes in Magic, like combo, all in decks, aggro decks, mid range decks, and control. I think that my personal general play style is either I play an aggro deck, which just like turn your cards to the right and hope you get there, or I play a control deck. Or I play a mid-range deck that's ridiculous, like casting like Hymn to Thor and Leo Volts, where, like,
Yeah.
but even if you worry, there's only so much worrying you can do because everything else is just left to like chance and like Hymn to Thorax, you know. it's just yeah. So but I think in part it's like a bad habit. Like it's same with any kind of deck you play. If you're overthinking and over worrying, sometimes it's just like
You get stuck, right? You
Yeah.
get stuck in what we call like the loop, and it's hard to get out of it because at some point like you just have to say
yeah.
I'm gonna go. I need to win this game, right?
Yeah.
And some players just don't have the ability to do that.
I think personally it's in part to do with the ability to rationalize certain situations and think about like hard probability. And because like Although some people would say it's a very intuitive thing, I don't think it's actually very intuitive because
No, you have to learn that.
yeah, you have to learn how to calculate your percentage chances,
Oh,
and that's something that doesn't come naturally. Oh my goodness, this hand, man!
jeez.
One blue mana. I mean, you have Morphos for the blue mana, then you're off to the races. Just need to find that Phoenix, and then boom, explosions.
Boom strings.
Yeah.
Does Arclight Phoenix come back during your opponent's turn?
No,
right?
it comes
Only
back at the
during your turn, right?
beginning of combat on your turn, I
On
believe.
your turn?
Yeah.
Can we
If
check,
it
like,
if it
Arclight
comes back on
Phoenix?
if it comes back on your opponent's turn, that's like perma blockers, man.
I don't know. You could maybe not
Yeah, beginning of combat on your turn.
on your turn. Okay. Alright.
This kind is ridiculous enough, man. We don't need it to be,
like
to be
come back
any-
during
like
your
any more.
opponent's turn. What? What?
Yeah, you don't need it to be any more sillier than it is right now.
I love the flavor text is kind of cool. Some storms never blow over, and this will never go away.
Yeah, unless
Like
you
this-
get banned, then it's gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
but
I
it's
don't
never
think
gonna
it's
get banned
never
in
gonna get
standard,
banned. It's never gonna get banned. It's not like format. It's not format warping. It's just so good that every format is trying to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's
oh
fair.
shit!
That's
It's
fair.
surgical extraction.
Is
Hit
that
Morphos.
extraction?
Yeah, it's a surgical extraction with the Morphos.
Alright, so he casts the second Morphos, draws another card. Is there another mana Morphos?
That'd be quite.
That would be really
I
funny.
think he's trying to find the island.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I
if he
think
hasn't
mill
found it-
himself.
yeah.
I seriously think you mill yourself, right?
Maybe, yeah, I think you still mill yourself, even if you worry about him having the second surgical in his hand. Because if he has two surgicals in his hand, you lose anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there a mana Morphos in hand?
I can't tell. But if it's the third Morphos, that's pretty handsome.
Oh wow! Okay, so it's a Drake.
Okay.
What?
I think that's okay. We just need to see like
It's like second blue mana. Okay, so then in that case, I think you mill Matthew, right? You don't mill yourself.
yeah. But he has to make the decision soon, because if not, the mana is going to go to waste.
Mm.
But yeah, I think you thought scout yourself. How to get your land off the third card and then
Looks
be able
like-
to cast a Drake.
Yeah. Thought scour yourself and then lightning bolt your opponent. Looks like what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, I think you thought scour your opponent, right? Not yourself.
Wait, do you?
Because you want to draw the island. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh, there you go. That's what I'm saying, right? Like,
No, I mean,
no. You want to draw the island, right? You do not want to mill, like, the islands. So this is where we talk about like probability.
yeah, so if your deck has 20 lands and you're running you're running your deck of 1/3. The problem is the sequencing, right? Because there's 3 cards involved in Thought Scour if you Thought Scour yourself. So 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is which of these 3 could have been the island.
But you're gonna draw 2 cards, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna draw 2 cards of the Thought Scour.
Yeah.
There's no point in you needing to look deeper.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to draw the cards.
Yeah.
Right. So he unfortunately draws an island. It looks like he is, planted a new card on top as well.
Serum Vision setting up for the next few turns. And
So yeah, that could have been like
yeah, that
really
could have been like
bad.
game changing. And there's Field of Runes for like a really bad time because everything is basic at the moment.
But he
Yeah.
could blow up his own stuff. And yeah, and he
Yeah,
can't
he could.
activate the treetop village either, which
Yes.
is
Where's the
terrible.
green mana, bro? Where's the green mana, man?
Right.
LTV, man. LTV is just... Yeah. Such a good card. Leon of the Veil.
so it's weird, right? It's weird that
Mhm.
like it's okay. So lightning bolt there takes it down to 1.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that gives John Paul time to cast the Phoenix and have a turn if he reads that Matthew doesn't have a removal, but Matthew does have a removal. So
Yeah, but I mean,
that's
like,
just- you still might have to take the line of play anyway.
yeah, exactly.
Because if he doesn't have the removal, that ensures that your Drake kills the Liana, and if he draws a creature, your Drake is much bigger and your clock's much faster than
Mhm.
whatever Matthew can put out.
If John Popo here has Arclight Phoenix, I think he should cast it.
Yeah, but he cast the
Arclight
Drake.
Phoenix?
This
Oh,
Drake,
no, okay,
this
so
Drake,
Drake
by the
just
way, is such a It's not.
It's such a powerful card, right? It's like 4 mana for X4 flyer. Fine.
This is one of those cards where I question its rarity.
Why is it uncommon?
Yeah, it's uncommon. So one is bad because it's an uncommon slot, which means your draft you could run into multiple of these, which could be really really bad. And then I think about a card that like what's 3 or 4 mana that's really powerful. There's a mythic like in like the times I drafted like Brimas and cards like those were like
Those were like back-breaking cards,
Yeah,
like
back-breaking
Knight of. Okay, but
yeah, but
Knight
you
of
see,
Blade Hole and stuff. No, but you see, it's
But
like
this is-
double blue, double red.
yeah, but this guy can fly and enters place
This guy
and,
can fly.
and draws you a card. So this guy has
Draws you a
evasion.
card.
This guy has evasion. This guy is self-replacing, and its X power it grows over time, right? And it's uncommon. So then you think about if with all these like stats that it comes along, doesn't it feel like a mythic kind of card, or at least a rare? I don't know. It feels really strangely placed. That's all.
Assassin's Trophy does get rid of
The Drake,
Drake.
but Matthew doesn't have any cards in hand. Oh wait, does he have
He's
one?
got one, yeah. But I don't know whether he wants to take up the Liliana.
I think he might not. Depending on what's in his hand.
I agree with you. Like it should have stopped at like X4 flying, power equals to the number of spells in your graveyard and exile. Should not have bloody drawed you a card.
Yeah, because the Enigma Drake, right, is 3 mana, X3, and it doesn't
Oh,
draw,
yeah.
it doesn't
It
draw, your
doesn't
card,
draw you a card.
but it flies. So that's okay as uncommon because there's no self replacement, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, you pay one extra. But you pay one
You pay one
extra
extra mana.
mana for the ability to get spells from either your graveyard or exile.
Yeah,
I think when the people who made that card was like thinking like,
yeah, man.
yeah, maybe hard.
Sometimes I think the people at R&D are just like,
maybe if you drew and discard a card, I think that would make it worse, right?
yeah.
It'll make it like 100 times worse.
Oh,
It's like you draw a card up that like, okay, so it was supposed to be a 3/4, now it's a 4/4. Yeah.
That's really, really bad. The 7 vision setting up.
double faithless looting into.
But right now he really needs a fiery lightning axe to get rid of the Kalitas because every turn the Kalitas on board means that if Matthew top decks a removal, that means bye bye Phoenix forever.
That's
And
true.
gives him a 2/2.
And like, he's getting back.
And life, right?
Yeah, he's
Losing
getting
on
back
like
life,
the race as well.
Alright, so a braid on a lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay, so he
he-
does get rid of it. Two
Yeah.
spells to get rid of that one Kalitas.
Yeah.
Oh, now he draws the Damping Sphere.
Yeah, it's the matchup's kind of looking bad.
Mm.
I do feel that the
No, I don't think that's the way to
I
forward.
do feel that the way the game is unfolded actually all started with turn 1 because of the surgical.
Right, he
Like,
should have kept it,
he
right?
didn't need to surgical the Morphos because the most important thing is to remove the threats he's trying to dig into, right?
Mm.
That gives you like much more time because like if you've seen like Thing in the Eyes and you've seen Venom Lovers, you it's a bit slower and they don't have evasion, so you can cast like normal threats or have Treetop Village block them or Goy block them. But Phoenix just flies with your head as the rock deck because
Yeah,
none of
you-
your threats fly.
Yeah, you don't have reach, you don't have.
Yeah.
Okay, so your Assassin's Trophy that away, but honestly, John Popo like just needs one more mana,
Yeah.
and then he can like chain 3 cantrips. Wow, a second Liliana
Okay,
here.
now that's bad because now if he had the 3 cantrips, it's not
It's gonna be
2.
2 cantrips.
Yeah, that's not great. And is that no spell pierce?
Yeah, that was a spell pierce.
Oh, that's
No, that would have
that's like
that would
that's like shed a tear kind of feed moment. I think nice is pretty good. It forces Matthew to wait. The
no,
damping
he needs
sphere.
to pay.
Wait,
No, he needs
Yeah,
to pay
yeah.
a second one for Damping Sphere.
yeah, damping sphere is all spells cast, not just
Yeah.
instant sorceries. So he needs to pay that taxation. Man, this card feels like the government, man.
The garment is
garment.
out for you.
You gotta pay the tax if you want the good stuff, man.
Okay, so discard 2 cards. Uh,
But yeah, these Damping Sphere is a really good card. Like, yeah, I mean, now that we've witnessed Damping Sphere in action, I don't question.
it makes sense. It makes sense,
It makes
right? Because
sense.
it's a storm deck, right? But and John Popo here doesn't need to get up to 6 lands to pull off his combo, because like he goes Manamorphose, or
Yeah.
Manamorphose into cantrip, and then gets back all his goodies.
Yeah, I mean,
And these are haymakers after haymakers just
these are
entering the
really
battlefield.
really good top decks. Even though he doesn't have a single other forest, this game has progressed pleasantly well for Matthew. I think.
Yes, I agree. John Popo here needs to crack that, or needs to use one of his faithless doings, I feel.
Yeah.
But looks like he's not gonna fire off.
I think this bad. This is looking real bad. I mean, if Matthew drew any other sequence, I think the game would have been drastically different in terms of outcome.
Mm.
Yeah, because like he needed he had the sphere but no removal, so he had sphere removal and then Lily into Lily into threat, which is something that John Popo can't deal with currently, and that's always a bad
break.
thing.
And like a dispel. Okay.
Yeah. So now he has a slight chance, but even so, the slight chance is not great because you flashback. If you have to flashback looting, that's 3 mana, and you don't have now you don't have your Morphosis to like bring you back.
Yeah. You don't have like free spells.
Yeah,
right?
and he needs to discard. He has one Phoenix.
So faithless looting here.
Yeah, there's
draw
a
2.
small chance. He just needs to hit 2 Phoenixes and a red spell.
He needs a 1 mana spell.
Red spell. But it seems like the cards he drew off looting was the Delta and a something. I can't see it.
Yeah, I don't know what the other card that he drew is, but like he's discarding 2 lands. And so I think the dream here is dying
It's
very quickly.
Yeah, because now then you will need 2 Phoenixes to get rid of Liliana, or because you have no cards in hand, you can't afford to like lose the Phoenix, like the Edict effect.
Yep.
And that's another turn, and every turn the Tidal Striker is growing bigger and bigger. Your opponent's getting further and further away, out of reach. Is this? Yeah.
Yeah, go peek at what's in his hand, or take up the Liliana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Oh,
It's a 2 mana spell.
Oh, so is
that charm?
Oh, Fuse Batman.
Yeah. Yep. Yuppie.
Maybe, yeah, I think. Yeah, I guess that charm is still better than playing a 0 mana cantrip, like in the all-in, I guess in what could be called like an all-in version where they play Gacha instead. Because at least that charm you can afford to have the discount effect to throw like the Phoenixes into the graveyard.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's discard 2 cards too, right? Which is
I think it's a draw 2 discount too, if I'm not wrong.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, so this
Faithless
is
Looting, but Faithless Looting like not gonna be very relevant here,
I
right?
forget black green feels like sometimes like the money deck.
Yeah.
Like the Kalitas in his prime was like, how much was this guy, like almost $30 or something?
Yeah.
And then Tyler Striker is always like
Tyler
10 to
Striker is
15.
still very
10 to
expensive
15
right now.
bucks. And then you play like the premium like Manlands, you play like Liliana, Goy.
Yeah. Oh. Cha-ching, cha-ching,
It's play money deck, man.
cha-ching.
But yeah,
And you play like Assassin's Trophies.
Hey man, I regret. I thought
Fatal
trophies. I
Pussers.
felt trophies weren't gonna go down, so I bought 3 trophies.
And now the
and-
last one is
No, I mean I
beckoning
don't
you.
need the 4th one, but I paid quite high for them, for my own personal use, because I felt that the price of trophy will probably drop to like 22, 25, but
How
never
much
lower
are they
than
now?
that. They're like $15 or something like you. I mean, 15 on
That's
SCG.
small.
Yeah,
That's
but I paid like a $10 premium, man. I was hoping they won't drop so much. It feels bad. It feels bad when you pay more. Always feels bad.
Feels bad. All right. If you want to see more feel bad moments, do join us this Saturday at 1 p.m. Singapore time for a bit more modern
we
action.
won't feel bad on Saturday because Saturday, for the SQ, we were seeing all the people who are tryharding, man. These people have played, they gotten the
Yeah, but
points.
so it feels bad, like when they lose, like, oh no,
No, man.
I'm
No,
gonna not make it to the
that's-
top
that's
8. I'm not
poor-
gonna get the
No, man, that's
championship
poor
points.
sportsmanship,
I'm
man.
gonna-
If you lose,
I'm a poor sportsman. I'm
I know.
a sore loser. No,
Hey, man,
actually, I'm not. I'm a very good.
yeah, I mean, okay. So the thing I reason to myself when I get a bad hand and Magic or don't draw lands is that there are times that I forget my opponent has those hands, and they haven't like given me the face like the, oh my god, I hate you.
Shit.
So I don't want to replicate that on other people. So I just I always, if I lose, even if it was a matter of being unlucky, I always shake my hand.
No, but it's not a
Oh,
feel bad. I wasn't referring to like the players feeling bad. I was
Oh.
referring to us feeling bad. We're like watching players like leave disheartened and they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it into the seasonal qualifier, the maximum.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't then the only saying like get good, like GIT good?
Yeah, usually I will do that, but like this is their last chance, right? Because like the previous 3 seasonal qualifiers, like yeah, you guys got another chance. Don't worry, keep going,
Wait,
keep
but
going.
there's always next year. This
always
this
yeah.
always next year.
It's always next year. All right. So remember, join us this Saturday, twitch.tv/Grey Ogre Games, 1 p.m. Singapore time. Otherwise, just join us on the stream normally Wednesdays 8 p.m. Singapore time on twitch.tv/Grey Ogre Games, or go watch the replays, youtube.com/Grey Ogre Games, and follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Twitter
Account.
outlets, wherever.
Outlets. Again, that's so
Yeah,
weird.
at Grey Ogre Games. And visit us on the web at greyogregames.com. Find out more about the invitationals and how you can compete next year.
Yep.
This year's like a little
like-
bit over. I don't think you can do like Thursday, Friday to get the QPs. Not enough time.
Well, I'm not suggesting this to anybody.
no,
but
you cannot. No,
I've
you
seen
cannot.
some people get drafts, and because we give QPs for drafts,
No.
yeah.
No, that's
I'm
too-
not
it's like-
finishing that sentence, but yeah.
All
Drafts
right.
are on demand, so
All right, we'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.
bye bye.